Hello, everyone. In this video, we'll explain how to send Salesforce data to PostgreSQL using the SKYVVA Agent Database Adapter. In this video, we'll explain how to send data from Salesforce to PostgreSQL with the SKYVVA Agent, a secure, no-code, metadata-driven adapter built for outbound database integration. SKYVVA connects directly to Salesforce, retrieving exactly the records you need, in real time or on a schedule. Every Salesforce record is transformed and mapped automatically, turning CRM fields into the right PostgreSQL columns. The agent then applies insert, update, delete, query, or stored procedure operations, matching your exact database strategy. Mapped records are written straight into PostgreSQL, keeping your relational database perfectly in sync with Salesforce. With real-time processing, asynchronous handling, transactional integrity, change data capture, and automatic key synchronization, every update stays reliable and consistent. The result: secure, scalable, and automated synchronization between Salesforce and PostgreSQL, all without writing a single line of code. For configuring Salesforce to PostgreSQL integration, a few SKYVVA components need to already be in place. That starts with the integration, the connection destination, and the database adapter, followed by the metadata provider, the repository, the message type, and the interface, which combines them all into one working integration. These components were covered in earlier videos, and each one is required before you can configure insert, update, delete, query, or stored procedure operations. Once every prerequisite is in place, you're ready to configure your database operations. Insert, update, delete, select, and stored procedure. Now, let's start the configuration. Navigate to Agent Control Board. Select the existing connection destination to connect to Online Status. Then select the Adapter tab. Inside the Adapter configuration, click Edit the PostgreSQL Adapter. Although the configuration screen looks identical to other database adapters, we provide PostgreSQL-specific connection information, such as the JDBC driver class, database URL, username, password, hostname, PostgreSQL port, database name, schema name, and also a link to the connection destination. Once configured, selecting Ping Connection verifies that the SKYVVA agent can successfully communicate with the PostgreSQL database. A successful connection confirms the adapter is ready for outbound database operations. Next, navigate to the Outbound interface. The interface was set to the Synchronous processing mode, linked to the metadata provider and the message type. We selected the insert operation type. In this demonstration, we are going to show you that the insert operation with PostgreSQL can automatically generate primary keys. The adapter captures these generated values and can return them back to Salesforce through a response interface, ensuring both systems remain synchronized. For the mapping, we then map Salesforce objects, such as accounts and contacts, to their corresponding PostgreSQL tables. For the update, delete, and query operations, dynamic parameters can be used within the SQL where clause. You can explore these mappings in more detail in a separate video that demonstrates each operation using the MySQL adapter. The only difference is the adapter configuration. The mapping concepts remain the same. Once you've mapped, navigate to the response interface. With the insert operation, the adapter captures these generated values and can return them back to Salesforce through a response interface, ensuring both systems remain synchronized. In the response interface, which has a link with the metadata provider and message type response, click the Open Mapping button. In the mapping, we map the returned ID back to Salesforce. We also map the PostgreSQL database ID to the corresponding modification record in Salesforce, ensuring both systems remain synchronized. Once you've mapped, then navigate to link both the interface request and response, and also the adapter Postgres database. We have also configured the filter query, which will fetch records from Salesforce during the callout to insert them into the PostgreSQL database. Once the configuration is complete, we manually execute the outbound interface. Navigate to the Agent Control Board and select the Interface tab. You will see 4 interfaces created for different operations: Insert, Update, Delete, and Query. In this example, we will focus on Insert, so select the Insert interface and click the Interface Processing button. Select Option 2, and then click Send to trigger the callout. After clicking Send, the agent retrieves the selected records, applies all configured mappings and transformations, and executes the configured database operation. Next, navigate to verify the message monitoring. You will see the agent message displaying API request and response messages with green status indicators, along with the corresponding business messages. Click on the agent message to open the message detail page. The message detail page displays the API request messages and API response messages. On the API request messages for successfully inserted database records, as well as the API response messages that return the generated ID and PostgreSQL database ID back to Salesforce. Next, we verify the changes directly inside PostgreSQL using pgadmin. Write a select query to verify the data in each table. Here are the records that appear to have been successfully inserted into the account_DB table. And here are the records that appear to have been successfully inserted into the contact_DB table. Finally, returning to the SKYVVA message monitor confirms successful execution. The interface displays a green success status together with detailed execution information, including the number of processed records. Please note that the Agent Database Adapter supports 2 execution modes. Synchronous processing returns an immediate response, making it ideal for real-time integrations. Asynchronous processing runs in the background, allowing you to handle large datasets and long-running tasks without hitting Salesforce timeout limits. What happens when one operation in a batch fails? In non-transactional mode, each operation stands on its own. A failure doesn't affect the rest. In transactional mode, the whole batch behaves as a single unit. If one operation fails, everything rolls back together. Real-time synchronization can be triggered several ways. Change data capture, push topic, and platform events all detect changes in Salesforce. Apex triggers fire custom logic on every insert, update, or delete. And the streaming API keeps a live connection open for continuous updates. Any of these can trigger the adapter instantly. Let's summarize how the SKYVVA Agent Database Adapter automates outbound integration between Salesforce and PostgreSQL. Salesforce provides the source records. The SKYVVA agent retrieves the data, transforms and maps the fields, selects the appropriate processing mode, maintains data integrity, and executes operations in PostgreSQL. The adapter offers flexible configuration, synchronous and asynchronous processing, transactional integrity, real-time execution, change data capture, and automatic key management. These capabilities keep Salesforce and PostgreSQL continuously synchronized while protecting referential integrity and handling database processing automatically. The result is secure, reliable, flexible, and automated integration, the smart way to connect Salesforce with PostgreSQL. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.